2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're here at historic Oakmont Country Club for the US Open, one of the tougher tests in all of golf. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group, John McCarthy on the course as well. And Rich, this is the 125th US Open, and we're back at Oakmont Country Club, which I know will be a major challenge for these players.
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one US Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of US Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
Oh, so close to a birdie. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
A lot to like about that one. Now over to Tom Kim.
Yeah, coming off the back of a bogey on the last hole.
Time to catch up with that fabulous Korean, Tom Kim.
Okay, it's hit its spot. It's tracking. Here we go. This could be a big moment.
All right, let's get back to the action. This putt for a birdie. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
On a nice line.
Great putt there for birdie. Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader. The tee shot at 3.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver.
Second shot, back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. All right, let's see if all that practice on the putting green pays off here. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
That one just rolls by. 9 feet remain.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place.
Oakmont's fourth hole is the first of the long par fives, and it's a beauty.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. A 9-foot chance here.
A little bird tells me this is for birdie.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the fifth.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Oh, trying to work a little draw into this flag.
Opting for the 9-iron. Okay, that'll work. Let's get back to it, shall we? Second shot here on the fifth. This one needs to kick left. Well, that's beautifully judged. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That's disappointing. And that should secure the par on this one. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. The 6th hole at Oakmont is a high caliber par 3.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2-putt and get out of there.
Going for less club here.
That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Oh, what a start. This is impressive. And that will take him to 3 under. Our leader has built a 3-shot par for here as we head over to the next.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
This shot from approximately 180 yards.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
This is a 7-iron on the way. On the green, that's always mission number 1. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This putt's going to break to the right.
So close. This putt is for par. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. How about some Tiger Woods highlights?
He's a long way away, but he's feeling it today. That is a very nice putt. Well judged.
Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Okay, it's a par 3.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Tom Kim is over the ball.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, what about the outcome of this one? It's looking pretty sweet.
We're back. Time to have more live play. This one from a long ways away. This putt from 5 feet.
This for par.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
I've got about 160 yards to the hole here.
One extra club required to this elevated green.
Going with 8-iron here. That's a tough one to swallow.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing. Come on, ball. Come on.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
He is now at 4 under par for the event. A lot to like about his round today, and as he takes a look at the leaderboard, he's in 2nd place.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be alongside you, my friend.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're back for second round coverage of the US Open. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us. We hope you got a good night's sleep because this is a pivotal round coming up. All the thrilling action is right here on 2K Sports. Let's go out to the first hole. That will definitely work. Time for the second shot on the first hole.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
7 feet remains.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
I like the looks of this. An opportunity to make birdie. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt's it's going up the hill. I think it's going to turn left to right.
This putt on a good line. And that's a pretty good putt from that distance. And a tap in par. And no change on the scorecard. He is still at even par. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Not a bad shot right there. 16 feet to the cup. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
Second shot here on the 4th. Ooh, staying aggressive, going for the green. Sitting at 1 under the card. This would be a great up and down. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
And he needs this to save par. And down it goes. Sitting at 1 under after that hole. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Ooh, this is on a good line.
Looking good.
Oh, so close. Well judged. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6th is a par 3.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
That is a touch of class.
Well, after watching that, Tom Kim's thinking to himself, I better up my game here.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Seems to be some sort of a mission he's on today, and that'll move him to 2 under par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Okay, that'll play. This is pitching wedge on the way. The beach is not where you want to be right now. A chance here for par. Okay, on to the next. And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots. All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Now over to Tom Kim.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Looking to get up and down from here. That was the right distance and the right club. Well done. Needs this one in order not to drop a shot. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Seven feet to the cup. And it drops. That's the 4th birdie of the day. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots. And the second round comes to an end, and they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's the third round of the third major of the year, the US Open. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
Let's get down to the first hole. Look at that drive. He got all of it.
Oh, that's a members bounce right there. Lovely.
That is going to work. Looks like about 120 yards left.
A little less club is required for him.
Setting up in the greenside rough. Eight feet remains.
A good look at par here.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
Here's a look at the ball in the fairway bunker.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us about the putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. Oh, I like the start line on this one. It's going to break left now.
3 feet remain. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. After that hole, he's still at even. Teeing off here on the third.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
fought against the wind to stick that one.
Now this putt for birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Looking at a par 5 here.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th.
Strategically using the downslope, I like it.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
A birdie putt awaits. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Sitting at -2 for the event. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan-style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Oh, what about this start? And he moves to 3 under with that one. Holding steady in first place after that one. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2 putt and get out of there.
Going with the 8 iron here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Sitting at 3 under par. Outright first here. See if this is up, it could be in. Oh, how good was that?
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
If this putt drops, it would be 4 under par for the tournament. Another birdie. That's the 4th of the day. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We have a par 3 here.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
That's a good one to build momentum on. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one pretty much looks like it's going right to left.
This putt on the way, looking good.
All right, getting better.
And it just slides by. A par putt coming up. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 10 shots. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
And it should turn left toward the hole. Just too long on that one.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Three rounds are done, and our featured player has a comfortable advantage.
It's exactly where any player would love to be, but with such a huge margin, you know it's yours and yours alone to lose, not just win. It's still going to be exciting.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back. It's time for final round coverage of the US Open. Welcome back. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you back with us. Our featured player is at even par as we begin today's coverage. Time to take you down to the action as we go out to the 10th for the final 9 holes of the US Open. He'll need to keep that razor-sharp focus if he wants to carry this lead all the way to the end. How about the extra roll right here? That was really well played. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. Currently with a 3-shot advantage.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
All right, we can work with that. This putt has a length of 15 feet. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Oh, almost. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. It's time for a par 5 as we've hit hole number 12.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Time now for the 3rd. Well, that's what you think about, getting up and down and saving par. Another birdie. That's 2 in a row. Maybe the start of a hot streak.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Time for the tee shot on 13.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par threes in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
And that one won't find the green.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
This one greenside in the rough. He's got this one for a bogey. Moving along. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3.
On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church-style pew bunkers down the left-hand side. Fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
Yeah, this is going to airmail the flag.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. And he's down there. You got to read?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Well, never mind. Go and make a par on the next. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently at 4 over for the tournament. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
You want to try and land your tee shot, if you can, on the front left third of this green. A lot of movement from left to right here on this green. If you hit it in the front bunker here, 4 is almost a must. But if you find the green, you just might walk out of here with an easy 3.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
This one's starting out to the left, but watch this one swing back.
It's just about 3 feet away. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand. Our leader is putting on a clinic out there. 14 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
Looks good.
Wow, that hole could have been ugly, but a great job with the putter.
In the bunker off the tee. Good job getting this back in play.
He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done. Our leader has done it again.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
That's another green and reg.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And that one goes. We've got a winner.
This player is able to hold everyone at bay once again this week. This is an outstanding performance.
Our featured player put on a masterful display out there today. And Henny, this rivalry really seemed to push them to go above and beyond.
Yes, Andrew, undoubtedly. No one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Bean, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.